If you got value, if you were right here yesterday, indicate I got value, I got value. If you were on this call yesterday, indicate I was on this call and I got value. Somebody can just drop a key point of what you figure out that this is it. For me yesterday, it was you are one sale away from paying
You were on
your
this call
bills.
yesterday, indicate I was on this call and I got value. Somebody can just drop a key point of what you figure out that this is it. For me yesterday, it was you are one sale.
Andrew, I think you are
away
sharing
from
something
paying
coming
your
up.
bills. This call yesterday, indicate I was on this call and I got value. Somebody can just drop a key point of what you figure out that this is it. For me yesterday, it was you are one sale.
Andrew, I think you are
away
sharing
from
something
paying
coming
your
up.
this call yesterday,
Okay, I'm
indicate
working
I
on
was
it.
on this call and I got value. Somebody can just drop a key point of what you figure out that this is it. For me yesterday, it was you are one sale.
Andrew, I think you are one sale away from paying your bill. Someone was saying, I'm one sale away from my refinery. All right, I keep Cabo. All right, so what we were going to do right here, we have before we get into the training today, feel free to pick a phone right now, call someone you know that should be building more income for themselves, and you feel you can recommend this opportunity for them. Now, do that quickly. We want to see how many persons you can get on board right here. Someone you know, you want to put that call to them and say, I want you to be on this meeting right now. Now, because a lot of people are just away from the right knowledge. And the right knowledge is what can guide them towards the right results. We said something yesterday. One thing is to know the products. The next thing is to have the right skill to sell that product. One thing is to know the products. The next thing is to have the right skill to send out that product. All right, so let's send the message out right there. Today's training is going to be on fire. Today's training is going to be the game changer that you have been waiting for. So while we're putting all that, we're putting all the call, I have my friend, business partners right here. The first of all, I'm going to introduce to you a phenomenal speaker, a trainer, a consultant, one that has actually found a way to digest every system in a way that anyone can look at it and understand it with ease. He's no other person than Mr. Enes Sugri. Hello, Enes, are you there? Can you say hi?
Yeah, yeah. Good to be here this evening.
Sir?
Excited what's happening here. I'm really expecting to get plenty of value today again. Yes,
All right.
Massive, massive.
Okay, so that's a great one. So thank you, Ernest, for being here today. I want us to have a conversation before we get Ivio Mass right here. And today is going to be awesome because today is day 2. And I can tell you, if you haven't gotten day 1 audio, spend the time today. Go all over the recorded session yesterday. Listen through. Put yourself in that state where you are getting the right information to get there. So, Ernest, concerning this boot camp, what can you say about it? So far, so good concerning from yesterday and today.
And I think that it was awesome yesterday, getting to learn and know that we're just one sale away from anything that we desire. You know, it becomes glaring that your future is just before you, and just one move from you can take you from this present place to the destination you desire to have. You know, it was exciting to know that just showing up again and again is all we require to change our levels. You know, very often times we want to change our levels, we want to scale our lives and businesses, but we forget that it is really in the showing up. It is actually in showing up again and again. And you know, talking about showing up, I just want to add that it's important to know that in showing up, you should be showing up in front of the people who can afford you or who should afford you. You know, you want to show up amongst people that should be seeing you. and that becomes critical. So I like to advise very often that everyone on this call should be able to intentionally begin to build what you want to call your power list or your high power list. You want to build contacts that are able to purchase from you. I often would say very often times we go to meetings, like networking meetings, and what we do is we try to exchange compliment cards with people. I often say exchanging compliment cards does not mean you met anybody. Compliment card exchanging doesn't mean you met a person, because imagine how many compliment cards you have in your wallet and yet you are not exchanging value. When you want to meet a person, there are two things you want to do. It is you want to touch their influence, and then you get them to release you don't touch their interest, and you get them to release their influence. When you want to connect with people at a level, what you want to do is touch their interest, and they will give you their influence. I go around to train for churches and NYC and all of that. And oftentimes people will come to me and say, I want you to mentor me. I want you to mentor me. And very oftentimes I don't have the time to mentor them. But a particular young man I would like to share came to me one day and said, Sir, I like your slides a lot, but if you allow me, I can make your slides better. I'm a graphic designer. Guess what? I took his number, I saved his number, I got him on my team because he was touching my interest. I'm saying that to say, as we get to show up every day, following the lessons we learned yesterday, please, friends, you want to be sure that you are showing up in front of power centers of high network individuals. And therefore, you want to connect with them by touching their interest. If you can touch a person's interest, they will release their influence on you. So touch their interest. And let me tell you, very interestingly, one of the interests that any high network individual will have is going to be real estate. So if you can touch them on these levels of connections, you would find that you'll be that sail away from the desired result. So I'm excited that we are having such conversations and that we are going to be showing up again and again. Look, it is in the people you show up with to that you can make sales. Sales is basically a number game. So if you show up to more people, chances are that you sell to more people. If you want to get more, show up more. If you want to show up more, show up to the right people more. Like I like to often say, I would end by saying, if you try to sell Ferrari to a person who can only afford, hello, hello, I was saying they cannot buy because they are not your target audience. So show up and shop in front of the target audience. That's basically it.
All right, so that was a powerful one. Show up. Show up. I want someone to go on the chat and write the word show up. Show up. Show up. Show up. Show up. Show up. If you are not showing up, you can't make the right money. And that's the problem with life. A lot of people are not showing up. Most people want success, but they don't present themselves in front of the opportunities that can give them the success. Show up. Meetings like this, they can't show up. Trainings, they can't show up. Personal development, they can't show up. Now, it's exciting. And that was a great one from Enesogwe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was a powerful one. I really want to appreciate you, Ernest, for delivering that value to us right here. Guys, if you're right here left, like I said, get on the chat, get on the call. Call someone. Now, first of all, this training is being put up by Mosaic Homes, and we are a non-real estate company. Our greatest dream is to ensure we're not just selling properties, but we're giving more people the opportunities to change their life. And that's something we're doing right here. Yesterday, myself and Evie was talking, and she said, this bootcamp should not just be 1 month, because some people, this is not just a 1 month thing. And I said, I buy into it, not a 1 month thing, because some knowledge, you only get better by hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing. And I can tell you, this is just the beginning of something big. We have come to the point where we have to recommend real estate as a viable vehicle for people to change their life. And I'm going to give you just few reasons. Number one, this is one place where you don't have to own a product to become super rich. You know, some persons are still complaining out there. The only complaint they have is they don't have capital to start a business. They don't have capital to start a business. We live in a society where people's minds are poisoned already, thinking until you have something you call my own. My own is a very strong word. That truth is not real. You can own a business without capital. And that's what you're learning right here. If after today you still have an excuse of starting, trust me, you I wanted to say you were never born to make it, but trust me, you are out of the lane already for success. Because this meeting is designed for you to know that you can leverage your way to the top. Most of the successful people you are seeing today never had capital. Someone said a powerful word. I have this word a long time ago, and I've been using it on my mindset. He said, if you think using other people's plane to fly, you want to create your own plane before flying. Say, be careful, you might never fly on anyone. In other words, you can go from one place to another just by leveraging on an existing plane. And that's what we're here to show you. One is to have the right product you can leverage on. And that will show you how real estate can be the vehicle. The next thing is to have the right skill. And today, just as yesterday was excited, today is promising. And the reason why today is promising is because we're going to go into details of the attributes, the things where you can actually put together. How can we start? If we really want to help you, how can we start helping you? Where are we starting from? And that's the reason I was telling you, call someone, tap them, send the link, tell them to be part of this meeting, and let's see how everyone gets involved into massive success. Guess what, guys? This will do you good. Now, after this meeting, I'm going to be showing us how we're going to be talking how tomorrow will look like. And that's where we're taking it up from there. All right, without wasting much of our time, do we have Vivier right here? Vivier Omas is right here, hot and ready. Hello, Vivier, can you say hi?
Hello,
Hello.
I can hear you, Mr.
Your
Moses.
camera is not picking your face yet. It's cutting your eyes. How did you keep it?
Why is the camera behaving like that?
Some persons are still excited about yesterday. Oh, you're looking all ready and sharp.
Mr.
Vivier is
Moses,
looking sharp. Can we say sharp? Get on the chat and write real estate morning, real estate morning, real estate morning, real estate morning, real estate morning. If you can see real estate morning all over her, you know, some persons are still here to define if they should be in real estate or not. I want you to know you should be in real estate. Real estate money, real estate money. Go and get that person that is sleeping, watching one movie right now. Tell the person to join this meeting and say real estate money. Connect, 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 connect. Except you just don't want some persons around you to succeed, and that's why you're not inviting them. But if you really want somebody to succeed, forward that link to them and say, be part of this meeting. I can tell you this will be massive. Are you ready, View? Okay, so do we have you? Andrew, is anything happening to our network?
I think she's coming up. She's having a little glitch. She just
All
went
right, so
off.
why we get to wait for you. Like I said, invite someone you know that should be part of this meeting. I'm doing the same too. I'm recalling some people, persons that need to be part of this meeting. I'm sending them the link to find their way there. Okay, Andrew, please add her up. She's right here. Add her so she can unmute her mic. There's money in real estate. Whoever is not cashing out this money is missing out. If you are you there, you can unmute your mic now. All right, you can do that right away.
Yes, I'm right here. I was waiting on the call so let me share my screen right now.
Okay.
Mm. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes, your screen is up.
Okay, let me switch to video. Yes, this is me. If you are on this call, say I am here.
Yeah,
So, like I said, I really like that song. I'm very sure everybody knows the song. I was trying to sing it yesterday, and Moses played it after the session yesterday.
Andrew, can you give us that song? It's up. Let's vibe to that song.
Andrew, please give us that song. That song is very powerful.
No,
That song
it's
is
already too late.
if you are on this call, it's already too late to go back. Mr. Moses, do you remember those times, like when you go and buy something at Alaba or those Igbo markets, you can never go the way you came. You must pay for that product. You must.
Andrew, are you there? I don't think Andrew is. Let's see if he's hearing us. Andrew.
I'm here.
Okay. We're anticipating that song. You can't play it, you have to sing it for us.
I will never go back. I want to see if you can see my board. Moses, can you see my board? No.
If you can share your, if anyone can, okay, see,
Can you see my board, Moses?
I'm trying to see your board, but I have to bring you up because your screen is shared. Okay, I can see your board.
Okay.
Okay, I think the sound can't share because her screen is up.
Okay.
No, don't share it. You can play it on, is this speaker?
Okay, I get.
Okay, I'm trying to. Andrew, can you see my board? So I'm going to talk about sales and marketing before I get into the my slide. Yes, I'm very sure you can see it. Oh, the thing is, you may not see it the way it is. You have to see it upside down. But then I'll just have to talk. Yeah, good evening, everyone. The song is No, it's already too late. Oh, I can never go back. Oh, that's what it means. So everybody interpret the song in different perspective. Whichever way you can understand the song is how you can interpret it, right? So it's already too late to go back in the journey you've already started. It does not mean, the exception is if you are starting to do something, and when I said yesterday that one of Moses' favorite word is don't be busy and be broke. So if you're in a journey that seems like you are very busy, but deep down, Oprah Winfrey always say, to thyself, be true. So deep down, you know that you are not productive. It's not yielding anything. You can stay in a wrong lane and be doing the wrong thing. And that's why we have Club 10. That's why we have a community that, guide you, tell you if you are in the right path or not. And that is why you are here. And like I tell my clients, anytime I jump on the call, the first thing I tell them is congratulations. Congratulations, because you are opportune to have this information. The difference between you and Elon Musk, the difference between you and the next person doing well is the information they have that you don't have. That is why they are thriving. So because you are opportuned, you are here, you are privileged to have this information, you should run with it. I got information once and I ran with it. And it has been an exciting journey. Like I said yesterday, of course, there are challenges, there are shortcomings, there are struggles, but then there are exciting moments that I always hold on to, and there is hope. The wonderful thing about real estate, I was telling Moses yesterday, is an unending career. You can transition to any kind of real estate you want to do. You can do commercial, you can do residential, you can do luxury, you can do hospitality. Everything is real estate. And I will start by doing a brief explanation of what real estate is. First of all, what is real estate? When I started, I didn't even have that opportunity to learn. We just got into sales like that. But I took out time to learn what real estate is. Why are we even here? What is real estate? Why are we not doing crypto? Why are we not doing stocks? Why are we not talking about other investment vehicles? Why is it real estate? First of all, real estate is land. Anything on the land and underneath the land. Basically, like we call chemistry life, I think real estate is everything. If you want to talk about oil and gas, there must be land before you mine and get oil. You want to mine to get gold. Anything underneath the land, on the land, and the land itself is real estate. So everything is real estate basically. There is nothing that can happen without real estate. We're having a contest of to arrange the basic amenities of man, shelter, housing, and clothing. And I said it's not shelter, clothing, and food. Of course, we need food for life, but you cannot cultivate anything if there is no land. Land is the first thing. And that's why I like to call God the first real estate consultant. He's the first developer, he's the first architect, he's the first salesman. And he said, let there be earth. And when he looked at it, he saw the earth and said, it is beautiful. In the context of go and multiply, I see it, I interpret it as many things. For me, in the real estate space, it means go and make do of the earth, promote it. For developers, rebuild it, hold your niche and make do of it so that you will look at it as well and say, this is beautiful. And real estate is so interesting. If you look at the story of Dubai, if you look at Singapore, these places were deserts. I know you can't even think about looking at it. Even Qatar. But look at it now, transformative. The first day I went to Dubai, it just looked like they pulled me out from a dungeon. And I can't just imagine how they came to these lights, like from a desert to such transformative space. You could just see a bare land, and the next 6 months, it is looking amazing with structures here and there, with hospitality, properties, with park, leisure mall, everything. I don't even know what you want to think about without thinking about real estate. If you say you don't want to own a house, you like going to mall, you go to cinemas, you go to cemeteries, real estate, you go to anything you really want to think about is around real estate, because you cannot even be stable without thinking of a place, a shelter to function with. So if you see real estate as you offering value to people, you will do more than struggle in it. You will sell and be happy with what you are doing. Elon Musk is a salesman, but the way he speaks about Tesla, you want to buy it. And that's how you should learn how to speak real estate, because first, you understand the space you are passionate about it, you understand the product, and selling it will be different. You are now selling value. So that anything, if you are facing any challenge, you hold on to why are you here? Why are you here? Maybe my first why was, oh, I really want to drive a nice car, a G-Wagon. I want to travel the world. I love suits. I really want to wear nice suits and stuff. But maybe the why has changed to, I want to contribute to solving housing deficits. I want to make this place beautiful. I want to ensure that this. But the first step is, like I said, you are just one sale away to getting the dream you want, your dream home, your dream house, your family, every single thing you want to think about, you must sell. And to sell, you first sell yourself. No matter how good you are, even if you are the best engineer, if you cannot sell yourself, the person that is more that showed up to sell his or herself, everybody will take that person and believe that he or she knows what she's doing, because you are good, but you can't sell yourself. You can't tell us why we should buy from you, or why we should hire you to do this thing, or why we should pay you 10 million naira to do this stuff. The guy that comes and say this, that is always showing up, they will do business with that guy and they will never do business with you. So selling is a skill that you should first have. If you have ever asked a girl out and she answers you, you sold to her. Because we're not seeing any vision. We are only in the hope that you'll be better someday. So you are a salesman. I don't know why you shy away from it, but it's more interesting if you sell what you like. If I'm selling a property I love, the sale is different. I love it. And first, to be successful in sales, I need to love the product, know the product, and sell the product. So first, we've been talking about sales and marketing. There are different kind of, maybe in subsequent meetings next month and 2 months, next 2 months of frequent meetings, I'm going to teach documentation in real estate. I mean, that's not our focus here. So first, what is sales and what is marketing? Sales simply is closing. How did I define it here? I said sales is the act of closing, the process of converting leads into actual transaction. That is why you see in any company, we have the salesman and we have the marketing department, sales department, marketing department. You can market and keep talking to people. You would not succeed if there is no sale. If there is no sale in any company, the company dies. If there is no sale in no business, no exchange, nothing happens to the company, folds up. So sales is very important and a decisive part of you in this business. If you don't sell, there's really nothing you are doing. That's the first thing you need to do. So marketing, yes, you can first of all start by marketing a product. I define marketing as the process of promoting properties and real estate service to attract sales. In marketing, you are promoting a product. You are advertising a product. In marketing, you go to the land and you talk about the land. This is a 600 square meter. This is a 5-bedroom duplex in Katakwe extension. This is that. This is a mall spanning 5,000 square meter. You are marketing the product. And that is the first approach. You have to market, but your focus should be on closing. So after marketing, you generate leads. Many people will ask you, oh, what's it all about? Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. But you need to, from the leads that you've generated, you should be able to close a transaction. In your mind, you should see that I want to close. So you don't close if you don't generate leads, if you don't market. And that marketing is prospecting. You cannot close a sale without showing anything. In this business we have, is show off. You have to show off what you are selling. You will show off the property, you will show off the house, the land, any single thing, even yourself first. You are first a brand before the product you are selling. So if we don't see you, if you don't see what you are selling, you cannot close. You cannot make sale. You are talking about buying a plot in one of the estates, a product owned by Mosaic, and you sat down in your house and say, buy this one is not bag and shoe. I see people, this one is, when you make commission, you're making commission like 1 million, 10 million, 5 million. You cannot come and meet me with the approach of buying bag and shoe. The way we see people selling bag and shoes on WhatsApp, they say, buy from me now, buy from me. Emotional marketing, friendship marketing. There is more your friend and family will, there is little your friend and family will do in this business. You need to keep showing up. It means that if I want to sell to 5 people buying for me, I would have spoken to 120 persons. I must market to 120 persons to get 2 to 5 people to close that transaction. That is why, even in my slide, you need to at least talk to 2 new people every day. I don't even know how you want to do it. If you are in your house right now and your landlord is saying that if you go out now, you have less than 1 week to pay me or you move out of this house, how are you going to raise that money? You need to go radical. You cannot meet any salesperson that is broke. You cannot. When I was in school, if I'm looking for money, I don't have money or anything, I'll just post on my WhatsApp. If you want to promote anything you are selling, let me know. To post, one post is 3,000 naira because I'm a salesperson. I need to move. I need to function. So if you send me the post, you pay me 3,000 naira for one post. If you say you want me to post for 1 week, I'll be getting like 50K or 30K. You will need to be ahead of people. And I love the sales industry. I love real estate because it allows me to learn about arts. It allows me to learn about architecture. It allows me to learn about football. It allows me to learn about drinks, dances, designers. I walked up into a woman's office in 2021. I wore Mango clothes. I love wearing Mango as a brand. And I wore that. She says, you look expensive. What perfume are you using? I showed her the perfume. We started talking about perfume and cosmetics. That's the beauty part of sales. And immediately we finished. I said, what do you even say you want? I said, I wanted to tell you about my property in Ikoyi. How much is it? 280 million. Let's even go and see it. We closed the transaction 1 month later. So that is why if you are in sales, you can't afford to be an average. You need to be excellent. You need to know a little about everything, because at the end of the day, when they are talking about sales, there's a level you get to, you can't meet Dangote and say, come and buy 2 plots in Katakwe extension. You need to come off from a different perspective. You have to start talking about oil and gas. You have to stop talking about golf. You have to start talking about economy, Financial Times. You say, oh, I was looking at Financial Times recently and I saw this. I was reading Daily Times. I was reading Vanguard. Sales is interesting to me and I will always choose it. Real estate sales is more interesting because you can just have 1 million naira in your account and the next thing you are seeing 20 million. There's nothing more interesting. It pays you off. It pays you off your poverty. You can sell your way out of poverty and get everything you want. But I don't want you to approach sales as somebody that don't have direction. Approach it as someone that is interested. You love what you are doing. You know you are selling value. If you see those people selling water, I stayed somewhere where we used to buy water in Lagos. I stayed in Lekki, Lagos. So in the first place I stay, there's some people selling water because the water we have is not so clean. So we buy water. If you call them, you don't shout at them. You don't, you beg them, you pamper them. Sir, please, you've not brought water, or God, beg, bring water for us. Because you know you need it. So you sell these products like you tell them they need it. They should be able to recognize that this thing is so important because of how you sell it to them. So first, on my slide, I said, becoming a successful realtor, your bold step. This is an introduction. How do I get? Solving the how question. Where? How is what I want to talk about. So my name is Ivie Omas. I'm a real estate consultant in Lagos, Nigeria. I do brokerage. I do property management as my core specialization. So let's go to the next thing. So welcome, future realtors. Welcome, future developers. Welcome, future property managers, future owners of property. And another interesting thing is, the theme for this year is you can start real estate or own real estate without owning a land. What's the topic again? You can make money in real estate without owning a land, right? And it's very easy. So I sold real estate to the point that when I started making good commissions, I was buying the properties. So you see that you can even start in this approach, in the approach of owning the sales part of real estate and acquire properties in your portfolio. So it's not about selling and you don't have direction. You sell and start buying your own properties. So that's why I say welcome to future realtors, future developers, investors, and future property managers. So you don't need to own land to earn from real estate. You know Mosaic Homes, you know their office. You walk up to them and say, please, I want to see your product. What do you have? They show you their property. You don't own it. You only know the people you want to sell it to. You get people to buy and they buy the property and Mosaic Home pays off your commission. That is what we mean by you don't need to own land to earn from real estate. All you need is the right mindset, is the right strategy and action. In physics, in the first law of motion, Newton's law of motion states that a body will continue in its state of rest until it is acted upon by external force. That external force may not be anything far. It may just be your mind. Something must push you to act. I can put a ball here. It will be here for a long time until I snap it for it to move. You will continue to remain in the position until there is a force acting on you. Force, mass and acceleration. There needs to be a force. Of course, we know if you did physics, you know scalar and vector quantity. One with magnitude without direction, one with direction and magnitude. You cannot do this business without the external force acting on you. And that external force is your mindset, is the strategy, and is your action. What is your call to action? It's not after listening to us right now, you say, oh, it was a nice lecture. There needs to be a follow-up call to action. What's the next thing? Oh, Mr. Moses, Mr. Andrew, are there properties I can market? Oh, how much is your product? Your product is 1.2 million naira. You write it out. Even the Bible say, write it plain. Write it out. You need to write it out. That's why they tell you, write your vision out so that you'll be seeing it. When you see the 1.2 million naira, if you want to make 20 million naira in a month, and Mosaic Home is telling you one of their products is 1.2 million naira, focus on that product. Know everything you need to know about products. Learn how to sell it with storytelling. So you will not look at, in this 1.2 million, maybe I'm giving 10% commission. 10% is 120,000 naira. How many 120,000 naira do you need? Okay, let's even just say, let's say 2 million for a start. 20 million is far. Let's say 2 million naira. How many 120,000 naira do you need to get 2 million? That is what you focus on. Your rent is 2 million naira. You tell the landlord you are coming. You ask them, please, what product do you have? They said, I have this estate and it's selling for 1.2 million. You wake up, analyze it, 1.2 million. You calculate your commission is 120,000 naira, for instance. I think you need to sell 20 plots to get 2 million naira or 2.5 million. You need to sell about 20 plots. When you've written it, you've established that you need to sell 20 plots of 1.2 million naira to get this your rent. You can't be. My role model was saying something yesterday. The difference between you and the next person is they saw a land and they walked ahead to want to buy it. The other person say, we are faith in it, we are believing in God. God is not like that. God is somebody that asks you to take action. He has given us the heads. Of course, we cannot sit down on the land now. We can't do anything on the land. Only people with foresight know that they have to build. He told Noah, build an ark. There must be a building. So in this 1.2 million naira, the call to action is you have to talk to over 200 people for you to get 20 people to buy this product for you to raise your rent. A means to an end. So you cannot just wake up one morning and say, this one has to be your pain point. You need to wake up knowing that your rent will soon expire and think of a strategy to get 20 people to buy. You call anybody callable. You wake up in the morning and start calling people. Normally, people will say, no, we're not interested. You keep calling. You see anybody on the road, in the rest, I've closed in the restaurants. When you are thinking, then you need to think, there need to be a goal. Setting a goal and vision is very important, because if you don't do that, you can't make money as you should make money. If you've given yourself a target that in a week, I'm supposed to sell this, at most, if I don't sell in a month, the least I should sell is 2 plots of land. The least, if I'm not serious at all, I should be able to sell 2 plots. If you don't have a goal, at least put your problem in your forefront. I need to pay my rent. This man will chase me out of this house. If you are thinking about it, you will call multiple people. You will look at your contacts and keep calling. If you call Nnamdi say, oh, I don't have money. Nnamdi, do you know somebody in your circle? You don't even say, do you know? I know that there's somebody in your circle that we need this product, Nnamdi. Let me give you an offer. If you get me 3 people, we are going to split the commission 50-50. Because you are trying to raise this 2 million naira, which is your pain point, which is your goal at the end of the day. You know you want to study in UK. You need 50 million naira. You know you want to do this. Your children's school fees, you want them to go to the best school. That goal needs to be there. You need to set it. Because if you don't set a goal, you will just be selling at your convenience. You will be selling anyhow. Because when you sell today and you make 240,000, you rest. You say, I mean, 240,000 naira is enough for the month. What for the month you don't sell? What covers for it? So that is why you need to have a goal, a strategy, the right mindset, and taking action. So my story, from confused to closing deals, I started with 0 capital. In fact, when I moved from Port Harcourt to Lagos, I did not have money to move. That's the taking action. I got to the park. I got to Agofre Park. Then I called my friend, I'm in the park. I didn't even wait. If you want to do something, there's nothing like, what do you think? That what do you think? You're just wasting your time. There's no harm in just going. If you do it and you see that it does not work, you try something else as a salesperson. There's nothing like, what do you think about? No time to even do that one. I carried my bag and got to the airport, the park there, and called my friend by 5 a.m. Please, oh, I need money to. My friend said he doesn't have. He has 4 million naira. I was trying to get more money. Then one boy now said, we're already going. I said, my transport is not complete. He now said, oh, that how much is left? I said, what is left is 4,000 naira. The guy paid for me. And that's how we journeyed to Lagos with 0 capital. I called my brother on the main line. I said, I'm coming to your house. So I'm coming straight. I got there with a purpose. I said, whether the devil like it or not, 2 things would happen. Either I win or I win. There's no 2 ways about it. There's no whether if you know work, make I go. That's why I like that song. It's already too late to where they want to even go. There's nowhere to go, because if you know there is a purpose, you know that there is no going back. No going back. And if you have that mindset of no going back, you approach things differently. If somebody is telling you, no, I don't have it, you move to the next person. 8 billion people, and 2-3 people are telling you, you can't. If you go to the market, you ask Madam Fish, how much for this fish? She say 1,500. Say, no, I am very sure everybody would have asked 4 people in the market before they buy one. So why are they now doing it to you and you feel bad about it? I don't understand. Why would you talk to somebody and somebody is saying that I'm not interested, you go chase them, call another person. You call 20 people and retire for the day. All you have to do is to call. First, you've done marketing. You have the product on your phone. You call them and you send to them. You call them and you send to them. The next thing is, I faced rejection, slow months, and even ridicule. I said it yesterday. So even me, I started posting houses of 100 million. Me that I'm posting the house of 100 million, I'm asking myself that, who even have 100 million on this my WhatsApp? My first contact is WhatsApp, because these are people I already know. Before I will now start thinking of Instagram people, and WhatsApp people are the people I already know since. And I like the features in WhatsApp. We have WhatsApp broadcasts. You'll be sending messages to people every morning. I've been sending broadcasts to some people. Just recently, one guy from Bank of Industry said, hey, if he highlighted, this is your video. I want to buy a property for my son. My budget is 300 million. He has been seeing my broadcast for 2 years now. He's now, I remember. You need to be on people's faces if you really put the problem on your mind and you know that your money is in the next person's pocket. I was posting it. People were saying, you are not serious. So, and really, I know, even me, I was almost accepting that I'm not serious. But I now said, maybe it's just to post. It's just posting. It's not anything. I just posted. Nothing. I have data and I posted. I can post a girl that is twerking. I can post anything. I can post football. So I'm seeing it as just a post. So for me, is a post. There's nothing wrong with just posting the property. So if they laugh, we will just be laughing together. We'll say, oh, more 100. When I came, you know, the right mindset is very good. I did not believe that people would have 20 million naira to buy. I've not heard about. So I met somebody one day and he said his budget is 50 million. In my mind, I said, sir, you are a ritualist. Where did you see 50 million? Where I was coming from, I've not even heard of 50 million. You say you have it and that's your budget. Immediately, the guy told me his budget is 50 million. I trekked the whole of Lekki looking for a house of, I wake up in the morning to trek to look for a house that is 50 million. Unfortunately, the guy did not buy from me, but I had many listings. And I wake up to be posting. Rejection is, Pidgin English, we say, we accept and use and take raw body, we use and bath. Have you ever heard that they said somebody that is rejected in this life died of rejection? Have you ever heard it before? Many people you know were rejected. If you go for visa appointments, I've been rejected for visa appointments. I did not die. The other time I applied, I got it. People who apply for something, 1,000 application, they won't get it. You did not hear that they died. You will keep applying. So why has it gotten to your point and you got 10 rejection and you say the word has ended, you want to do this now, go back to what you have come from? It means that you're not serious. Rejection, yes, you know that you say, give me more rejection. I need more rejection. Because to even get rejected, it means you are prospecting. There's a prospecting done. You cannot get rejected if you are not prospecting. It means you are talking to someone and they are rejecting it. So you have even past this stage. You are now doing well in prospecting. You prospect more till one person accepts. You didn't see those people that used to sell Bobo Nishe in the bus. They will talk and talk and talk till at least only 2 people in that bus will buy. They will enter the next bus and do the same because they know they have to go home and feed their children. So these things have been there. It's the same principle. So me, I told myself, if you listen to one of my videos, I said to myself, the energy you use in playing small is the same energy used in playing big. So why am I selling SIM card? Why am I selling eyeglasses? When the same energy is what I need to sell a property of this and get one serious commission. Why am I selling this thing and they will not give me 10,000? I'm not serious now. Let me put the energy in playing big. So I stayed consistent. I learned sales. I was reading sales book. I was checking online. It's even easy now. We now have ChatGPT, different AI, Notion, a lot of AI that can help you to, you just put it, a product, let's say phone. Mr. Moses, what's the name of one of your estates? So I can make reference to it. Andrew, are you here? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? So if you can hear me, say hello. So I'm asking what's the name of one of your products, Andrew. Okay, nobody's on. Yeah, Martha, you can hear me. Oh, nice. Let's say Fun City. Let's say Fun City, right? Is the name of the estate. Fun City. For the purpose of this class, I'll just be using this for a long time. So I was saying I learned sales. I stayed consistent. I was going to talk about something about the Fun City till I left. Okay. So, and today I run projects. I have a particular project I do, and I also help people to oversee their projects. And I close high value deals as well. So you can do the same thing if you are committed to making sale. So what are the steps to becoming a successful realtor? First, I've already said it, mindset shifts. Think like a business person.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay, can you hear me? We're hearing you. My mic was not just coming up.
yeah.
But you can hear me now,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yes, yes. No,
All
but
right.
I've already given your estate a name. I say Fun City for the purpose of
All
this
right.
class.
No problem.
So, mindset shifts. Think like a business person. How do business people think? How do they structure their time? What do they do? You understudy Warren Buffett, you understudy Elon Musk, the owner of Amazon, Jeff Bezos. Even let's come to our own Nigeria. If you understudy some serious business people around you, how do they operate? How do they function? You need to have a mindset shift of thinking like a business person, because you are now a real estate entrepreneur. And real estate entrepreneur, when people say, I don't want to work 9 to 5 because I don't want to be anybody's boss. I don't want people to be my boss. In this business, the customers are always right and they are your boss. They can fire you at any time and you will not make any money. So that's not even the reason to run away from 9 to 5. If you are looking for who not to, you are responding to the clients. So as a business person, I love the Igbo business strategy. Everybody is, all your clients, so long the money is in their pocket, your money is in their pocket. There's nothing like he's talking to me anyhow. Continue talking as so long you can make that sale. That's what is important. So the business mind shift is waking up, arranging your time, having a goal, reading up some things, knowing what the business person will do. A business person that sells in the market, say Balogu market, cannot not go to his office from Monday to Friday. Where is your office? Social media. The people you are talking to. If you don't call anybody that day, you did not go to office. And you cannot see a successful business person not going to the office or not going to work or not going to his shop. It takes his shop serious because that is his source of income. How can you be joking with your source of income? If you don't post, you do not open shop. So don't expect sale. If you don't show up, if you don't talk about anything, you did not go to work. So don't expect sale. Now you're not reporting to any HR. You are the HR, you are the admin, you are the salesperson, you are the marketing person, and you did not report to work. You should hold yourself accountable. Learn the product, know what you are selling. You cannot sell what you don't know. We all know ourselves. Do you know that you know yourself? If you don't know yourself, so people always think that they don't know what they want. And I tell people that to exactly know what you want, pick up a book, draw a straight line like this. Draw a straight line and cross it like this. Write what I want and what I don't want. If you don't know what you want, everybody knows what they don't want. We all know what we don't want. And number two, one of the first ever thing that thousands of people don't want is, I don't want to be broke. The second is, I don't want to be poor. The third is, they know they don't want to end up in poverty. They don't want to suffer. So if you know that you don't want to be broke, what is the next thing? Is to do things to avoid being broke. You already know what you don't want. If you ask a lady, I don't want a short man, there is an awareness of what you don't want. Knowing what you don't want, if you see what you want, you know it. If you see what you want, if you tell me I want to buy a bag, for instance, me, I like Adira and Ankara bag. And I go down, you are showing me luxury, oh, it's beautiful. If you bring this, I say, Nakaya, this is the one I want. This is the one, pack it for me. We all know what we want. So don't act like you don't know what you want, you are clueless. Everybody, even a baby, if you give a baby this thing, you do, baby, you give it to him, he'll be crying. If you give the baby what he really wants, he will stop crying. If you pay baby, Shakuru, he knows what he wants. You know what you want. So don't be lying to yourself that you don't know what you want. You know where you want to be. Don't be saying, don't people mix contentment with being average. He said, I will supply my needs. I will supply your needs according to my riches in glory. God is not a poor man. So you cannot be found in the circle or in the gathering of a poor man. In microbiology, that's my first degree, there's something called herd immunity, H-E-R-D, herd immunity. So in herd immunity, if one person is immune to a particular thing, and you have like 5 people there, even if they immune 4 persons, the 5th person is automatically immune of that disease. So if you want to be successful, you will find yourself in the midst of people that are making efforts to want to succeed or acting like they want to be where you are. So you can't say you don't know what you want. You know what you want. You know that you want to live in the best places of Abuja. You know that you want to buy this house. Your parents have been staying in a rented apartment. You want to change their houses. You know you want to buy a Mercedes. You know you want to do this. You know you want to allow your children want to stay in Canada. You want to move. You don't have money. So if you know exactly what you want, I know what I want and I know you know what you want. How then do you want to sell a property and you don't know the product? You need to know the product. You need to know the selling. First, you need to establish that you know what you want. You want money. You want good life. You don't want to suffer again. You want to just wake up and be doing things. You don't want to be, you are not achieving, you don't want it to look like you are not achieving your dream because you are limited by money. To make this money is you establishing in your mind that money is the problem or you need money. To need money is to sell a product. To sell the product is to know the product, to know what you are selling. You will fail if you don't know the product. Because if I call you and say, how many minutes from the airport to Fun City in Guaripa, you say you don't know. You don't know the product, you cannot sell. If I buy it now, in the next 5 years, what do you think I will earn? You say you don't know. You don't know the product, you cannot sell. This product, what is the document on this product? You don't know it. You say you are not serious. You cannot even buy from you that don't know the products. You people buy from people that know the products. If you are seeing when they are marketing, all those Igbo people, they say those people are selling bend down select. They say, okay, cannot go China. Everything they fight for Sokoto, they for Sokoto. If they go, all those Beyonce, all of them, I mean, they sell for them. You used to see all those people like they talk. You turn the head turn and say, this one, this simple cloth. Now me selling for Beyonce where you say perform. This simple cloth now 1,000, you will turn. They know their product that if you get there, you are not living there without buying anything. You cannot live there without buying anything. You don't know your product, you can't sell. There's no 2 ways about it. There's no magic. You must know that's why I've been able to understand in this business that to be successful, pick one product. Pick only one. Keep talking about that one. Know everything about that one for 1 month. If they wake you up from sleep, you can talk about that thing. You will sell it like chewing gum. You will sell it as if it's viral. The first thing to conquer is knowing the product the way you know yourself. Find a trusted developer or a brokerage firm. The good thing is Club 10 also has a brokerage system that allows you to also see other properties. Apart from Mosaic Home that have their own products, you're already in the midst of, or in the circle, or you know what they're looking for in Sokoto is in your Sokoto. So this part, you're already here. You can speak to Andrew, you can speak to Mr. Moses. They have an office address, you can go there. So that one, we've solved that one. Find it, because one of the ways you're going to fail is to do business with the wrong people. It's to do business with the wrong. There's a property that, okay, it's for rent. And it wasn't me. I sent it to my colleague to attend to my clients. And they got the property. My client liked the house to rent, and they wanted to pay the money. They paid to the wrong person. For all through that night, we're running scatter to try and track the person to get the 5 million naira back. So you have to do your due diligence. You have to ensure that you are doing the business with the right person. Who is this person? What's the track record of this person? Have the person ever done anything successful? This one they want to use to do test the microphone. They want to start. And it's you that want to start with the person. Is the person a fraudster? You need to know. In case you are leaving Abuja, you are going somewhere else, make sure you find a trusted developer. Because in this business, two things, if you have trust and people, if they trust you, one person can do business with you for the rest of your life. And the person will bring more people. I've seen one person that have 5 MTN SIM. If MTN are having issues, they say, no, you have to be calm. Which other network? Which other network? They say, no, MTN, they are doing rubbish. No, show me another network that you can rely on. You cannot rely on anyone. They will stay with you. They will say, no, for this thing to happen to this person, no, this person did not know. I've been doing business with this person because of trust. So you don't need another developer to dent that trust for you. The fourth one is build your personal brand. Who did they want to see? When they were introducing me now, they did not introduce Fun City. They didn't introduce the property I've sold. The organizers obviously don't know the property I've sold. They know only me. The first contact is you. We want to sing any song. Why are we having brand influencer? Why are we having, oh, Davido is promoting this brand, I will buy this thing. This person is doing this, I will buy this thing. This person is doing this, I will buy this thing. So why are they buying it? Because of the personal brand. You are first a brand. The way you dress, the way you talk, whatever you do, you cannot be a brand selling. I saw one girl. She said she's not selling property. She doesn't know why she's not selling. On her DP, somebody is wearing pants and no bra. The person without bra is facing the wall. And they say, how do you want to sell? They can't take you serious in something that is that serious. Real estate is a serious business. If you want to engage anybody around the world, talk about real estate, you will engage the person. I may not like sports, I may not like this, but talk about the structure conversation I've started. You can talk to Elon Musk about real estate because it's building Tesla homes. He will listen to you. So you are selling real estate, you tell us to come and buy property of 10 million naira from you. And you're not wearing clothes on your DP. I don't know. Are you selling real estate or is another thing you are selling? You are confusing the brand. If you have a brand, you must not wear suits. I love Adire. You can always review. So you could just look decent. You want to be known for something. You want us to identify you with something. And you are consistent with the brand. It's not today we see you here, tomorrow you are doing another thing. You are not consistent. Nobody has ever followed an inconsistent person in this world. So you are first the brand and you must protect the brand at all costs. You are the marketer, you are the organizer, you need to show up in the shop. By showing up, you need to wake up and keep showing up. You are the digital marketer, you are the salesman, you are the market, you are everything as a brand and you need to represent and carry it well. Because most of the properties I have sold to people, they don't even know the place. They only know me. You need to be a brand that they love. When they love the brand, everything you are saying is correct. Although you make sure you are professional in what you are doing, but first, they see the brand, they love the brand, they want to do business with the brand. So you need to work on building your brand. By building your brand, you'll be doing like what you are here already, building the brand because you are building yourself. You are paying attention to building yourself. So that is building the brand. You are a step ahead from your peers. You will do a lot of work in trying to be. If you don't speak well, you learn how to speak well. I still read Queen's English. I still read Mastering English for primary 5, primary 6. You watch YouTube videos. You will learn this, you will learn that. Right? That's building the brand. Sell with strategy, not begging. On WhatsApp, they will say, please buy from me now, make I chop today. In real estate, never. You cannot work. That strategy will never ever work. Please buy from me now, buy from me, make I for chop. And if you are doing this business, there's nothing like who will pay for my ticket, who will buy lunch from me. That brand, you need to understand what's building it. Go and listen to Vusi Tembekwe. You need to even learn how to build, knowing that you are selling value. You are selling something that is expensive. You can't post this property and the next post you say, who will buy lunch for me? They are not doing baby girl in this thing. There's a way you do baby girl, but you do it in a professional way. Who will buy from me now? Nobody will buy from me, my dear. I'm so sorry to disappoint you. We want to know that you know your products. It's a serious game. I can't be giving 100 million naira to somebody that don't even know what he's doing. So if you know it's this business you want to do, you have to rearrange your life, redesign it to fit the profession, because it's a serious business. So there's nothing like, please, who we buy from? You are posting, you are talking about why we should post, why we should buy this product. This. That's the knowing your product. So you are telling me, if you are selling, you are not, people don't want to be, if you've read, you need to go and read that book, How to Sell to Nigerians. Especially Nigerians, nobody wants to believe that you are selling to them. Nobody wants to be sold to. Because they want to believe that they are the one cheating you, not the other way around. So you don't sell like you are begging, please, but just buy from me. Okay, if the person just buy from you now, this property or this Fund City 1.2 million, what happens to the next property you want to market of 10 million? You used to go and beg the person, just buy from me. It means it cannot work. Emotional difference, if you say you don't get another person to ask, emotional marketing is not consistent, is not sustainable. You need to develop a skill that can sell anywhere and to anybody. So you can't come up with a strategy that does not look like sales. You're not begging them. Somebody had met me some time ago. That was the only experience I ever had. The person was talking, we're talking about real estate. The person now started a conversation I don't even know where it came from. He said, what's your sex type? He's looking for what there's no direction. I said, hello, sir, are you talking to me? He said, yes. Sex type, okay. I acted clueless. What's that? He said, why are you acting that you are not in Lekki? Sorry, I stay here, but I don't understand what you're saying. Sorry, sir, we are talking about this property you are buying at Aja. I don't know. I started acting like I started creating a very clueless facial expression. Sorry, let's talk about this property. He said, why are you doing that? Because I told him one thing. And when I told him that thing, was I scared that he won't come back to me again? Yes. But what I said to him is, sir, do you see these documents? I brought the documents out like this. Deed of assignments. I brought it out. I said, sir, please look at the top of the documents. Are you seeing it? He said, please, what name did they write there? He said, Franklin Adeyemo. Hello, sir, do you see the signature part? He said, please, what name is there? Franklin Adeyemo. Please turn the back, because have you turned the back? He was turning it to, sir, check up and check down. I did not see my name in the signature part or in the document. My name is not captured anywhere. So he said, what are you now trying to do? What I'm trying to say is, sir, you don't need any sex type from me to get this property. Once you buy the property, the place for signature, you sign and it becomes yours forever. You don't know the product is when they will give you the condition of come and do this thing with me. It's because you don't know it. For you to even accept means you don't even know it. First, you don't know the brand, which you are. First, you don't even know who you are. And I said, I doubt with all facts that you don't know who you are. But let's assume you don't know who you are. Because in Isaiah 49 verse 15, he said, can a woman forget the child she bore? Even if she forgets the child she bore, I, the Lord, will never forget you. Let's assume that you don't know who you are. You don't even now know the products you are selling. Because if these two things are met, if you know these two things, nobody can come with that kind of condition. Yes, they can. I mean, you are a beautiful lady. I'm a lady. They even said it's a taboo that somebody is not talking to you and say, fine girl. Fine girl, but they should see that, hello, we are doing business. What do you want to buy? Because you can't be talking to somebody to buy a property of 400 million and say, oh, sir, you called. Sir, no, it's not like that. Oh. It's not like, for 500 million, I will not buy it. Somebody see you and you shook hand firmly. Okay, sir, this is the property. It's a 5-bedroom duplex. It has an automation. Let me show you. So when you do it, you can, if you're outside the country, you can view your property from here for security. You give access to people. You walk in, you are greeted with a very nice sensor light. So do you know what I like about this house? Is your wife here or are you married or something? Let me show you the kitchen. So you know what I like the kitchen is? Let me just show you an illustration. When you wave, the heat extractor comes on. When you wave out, it closes. It makes life, you know the product. Where is the chance to stay after going there for 45 minutes and be saying, can we meet in the hotel? The property I showed you is here in Katakwe Extension. It's not in the, I'm not selling hotel. You act clueless. This is the property here in Katakwe Extension. I did not talk about hotel, just how is it relating? You go straight, you talk firmly, you answer questions promptly, you dress decently to close the transaction. Don't go and start what you cannot finish, because you will sleep your way out of, and you can never sleep your way out of poverty. Always follow up. There's something called FFF, follow up, follow back, and follow through. You have told me about something. I bought a perfume from one girl that followed my life up, followed the hell out of me. The moment I say I will think about it, that's the first problem I ever made. She will find me on TikTok. She will comment on my TikTok post. On WhatsApp, she say, I feel bullied. I don't even know. I see her in my dream. Today I say, how much is the pay? Calculate it for me. Tell me, send the account number, because I want peace. She did not do anything to me. She followed me up. She followed my life up. Everything. If you didn't post today, you would have posted our this thing. I say, what did you say you're selling again? You say perfume. How much is the perfume, please? Let me buy. I'm not saying, the exceptions are, there's a way you follow up somebody and they're in a bad mood, right? And they can block your number. So that's why you create the environment for the follow-up. So how are you doing today? How is everything? How is life? You follow up with just a reminder. You follow up with whatever they are posting, you can comment once in a while. You follow up with not leaving them without, somebody want to pay for a property. One of my team members, they said they want to pay for a property. She said, I've spoken to him now. You can't say. Did you chat him up 3 days later and say, sir, following up from our conversation, if somebody say, I will get back to you, ask, when are you getting back to me? When, sir? There should be a when. There should be a time, because you need to close. You have rent to pay. When are you getting back to me? He said, I'm looking about between Thursday and Friday. Okay, so I'm going to check back on Thursday and Friday. Shikina. There's nothing like no time. There's time. So how are you doing today? I'm just following up from the last conversation. Blah, 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 blah. I don't have time now. I'm very busy. Okay, so when should I remind you again? When shows that you want to close. Not asking when you keep generating lead to no avail. Understanding clients' needs. Ask the right questions before pitching. What do you want? Specification. We call it qualifying a client. A client that cannot buy a house of 20 million. You are marketing a Ikoyi of 2 billion. You see that you are marketing wrong. You are marketing the wrong way. Do you know that you can even sell a property wrong? I wrote it here, said. You can do a wrong marketing. What it means is, let's say in Lagos, you've heard about Dangote refinery, and you are going there to say they should buy a land to build house. Are you promoting? Are you not seeing? You don't know what is environmental hazard. You are even marketing wrong, and they will never buy from you. If you go there and market commercial property, just imagine having a mall, yeah, blah, blah, commercial. You are marketing right. If you see, everything still boils down to knowing the product. Because if you don't know the product, you even know what to say when you want to market the product. Ask the right questions because you want to qualify the client. Specification. So what are you looking at? If a person said they don't have a budget, everybody has a budget, ladies and gentlemen. To solve the I don't have a budget problem, or is an open budget, you cannot be working aimlessly. You say, okay, where do you really want? You say Banana Island. And it's an open budget. Say, okay, look for the most expensive house in Banana Island and send it to the person. Look for the most expensive houses in Maitama and send it. He will shout, please, oh, please, where did I get that money from? Please, oh, my budget is 30. Budget will be forced to come out. They will force the budget out of his mouth. So don't argue. Just look for the most expensive property around that place and send it. He will now tell you the budget by force. Ask the right questions. What children do you have? Where is your location? Where is this? Simple questions. What are you looking for? What are you? And you need to listen. You need to listen. So a client that you're asking question can start to tell you a story. He will say, so I went into this my friend's house. His compound is big. That's why you have to go with note pen or pad. Write spacious compound. He is already telling you. Because after that story, he will tell you, I don't even know what I want to. He has told you what he wants already. He says, so I really like it because, I also have a dog, story, listening. He has a pet. So where you are looking for, they need to allow pets. He will keep telling you the story. From the story he's telling you, you would have written his specification, because those people at the end of the story, they'll not say, I don't really know. Do you know? Because for you not to even know too is because you not pay attention to details. You will listen. And for you to even show your listening, maybe if that meeting was unproductive, you can even record your meeting, be recording the meeting with the clients. When you get home, to even impress the clients, you say, sir, can I just have your email? So based on what we talked about today, I was able to gather that this is your specification, right? We say, oh, wow. From our meeting today, yes. It will move to the next step. So what I have is, that's why we say you need to this business is too serious. Is the client looking to invest or to leave? Somebody is saying he has 40 million. He wants to buy a house in Ikota, in Lekki. I say, sir, I've looked at him. I saw the picture on his DP. I saw the picture he's posting. It looks 27, 28. Does he need a house now to stay? He doesn't have a family. No. I shifted the attention. I told him, sir, you see this property you want to buy? It may depreciate in 4 or 5 years. But do you know you can even still stay in your rented apartment and we invest this money in land that will appreciate in 3 to 5 years? Then the money you make off it, you can add money to it to buy what you want at the time you really want it. You say, yes, it's true. I don't really want to. Because most of them want to buy a house, peer pressure, because they are clueless, they don't even know. They don't even know. There's no education. So because you know what you are doing, you're able to now understand that the client needs to invest rather than buy a property to live. What's their budget and location preference? I've mentioned it. So what is the choice of your location? He may not say it directly. He may say it with a story. You have to listen. Use empathy, not pressure. They are not talking. The first meeting is not productive. Schedule another meeting to let him keep talking and listen. if somebody will say, my brother of the blessed memory, you sympathize with him. Oh, sir, I'm so sorry. He's so rested. You cannot just, sales is skill. Somebody is saying sympathizing. You say, hey, sir, I want to show you. There's one, you don't have wisdom to do. These are things that are not being taught. Somebody that I've been marketing to, I saw him in an hospital. He said they rushed his brother to the hospital. He wanted to pay the previous day. I will not meet him there and say, sir, oh yeah, how do you want to do this payment? I say, oh my God, I called him, sir, what is he responding to treatment? The whole of 2 weeks, we didn't mention property. Empathy. You know why there's a way you market to somebody, it will look like you are desperate. It's because, let's come back to this. You were not prospecting. These 120 people that I said you need before you can sell. In this, you have to prospect. You have to talk to market to 120 people to even see 20 people to buy what you are selling. So the reason why you look desperate is you hold on to one person. You keep marketing to that person. Oh, if the person does not buy, you look like you want to die. You want to leave the business and do all that. But if you were talking to different people, this one is still thinking about it. This one is 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 thinking about it. You follow this one up. You follow this one up. You follow this one up. Follow this one up. Follow this one. This one buy 2 months later. This one buy next 2 weeks. This one buy. You cannot look desperate. So the trick is you need to keep talking to people. People buy when they feel understood. Even me, I cannot go somewhere and I'm trying to express myself. You don't understand me, I will not buy. You have to understand what I'm telling you. You have to listen to understand what they are saying. Their pain points before you can even sell. They need to be understood. Do not say yes, 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 the space for the garden, yes, yes, yes. A client wants to buy a property. I asked. He told me specifically, say, hey, also, he started giving me a story of his friend that is staying in Pinnock Estate. Pinnock is a very organized estate in Osaka. I already wrote it down, Pinnock. I went to check the features of Pinnock. He really loves the estate. A plot of land there, 500 million and above. Him is saying his budget is 200 to 230 million. He loves Pinnock, but he obviously cannot buy Pinnock. What I've taken from the conversation is an estate that look like Pinnock. So now I am informed. I started looking for an estate that looked like Pinnock in Lagos. I'm using Lagos. So Pinnock is in Osaka. The estate we could find that was close to Pinnock was around VGC, very far from Pinnock. But when he saw it, it was his budget. It had children's playground because he already said he had children. He had children's playground, sports center. It was well organized, fully residential, no shop, no mall inside, fully residential, 24 hours. He saw it and said, this is what I will pay for. The thing has the same features with Pinnock. In fact, it's the same company that owns this one, but he cannot buy in the Pinnock. He was able to buy the same property features within his budget in VGC. Understanding clients' needs. Sales law to live by. There's you can go and read the book, 25 Unbreakable Laws of Sales. You write it down. I've forgotten the name of the author again. I'll share it to Moses. But I just picked few of his law that is relatable. First, people buy emotionally and justify logically. Anybody you're talking to, they say, They are listening to everything, but they'll say, but this thing, people are not informed in this AI age. They know before you say something, before they tell you they need to play, they would have checked it. You that don't have any product knowledge now, and they will throw you off balance. You will not be looking like they will be the one to be teaching you. Anybody that is saying, no, Metama is kini kon. You will say, sir, you are really well informed, but I'm so sorry. Maybe you did not get an updated kini kon of Metama. So this is what Metama is right now. You are one step ahead. They cannot rubbish you because you're a salesperson. They cannot. So the people buy emotionally, but they justify logically. After listening to you, they will still come back logically. Anybody that say, let me get back to my wife is lying. Follow up with that transaction immediately. Sir, call your wife. Call your wife now that we are here. There's no wife to call. It's the one making the decision. The law for always be prospecting. I've said it. It's like going to opening shop every morning for those that have shop. Prospecting is you need to be talking to people. You need to be talking to people. And you don't talk to them. You can't see somebody and say, oh, sir, my name is Ivia. I sell real estate. I love your shoes. Your perfume. Where did you get your perfume from? Oh, Kimberly. Oh, right. I think she really, oh, yes. She started talking. You go to where they are playing football. They are arguing. You say, they are arguing about something. Yes. You say, no, mind now. Just look at the winning people and stay on the winning end first. Everybody's happy and smiling. You are happy. Bros, yes, you are contributing. No mind Lampard. Kini, con. Before you know, you exchange contacts. Playing football for boys. You are imputing. You see, as a salesperson, you have to do everything to win. If you don't know how to play ball, learn how to play ball so that you score. You keep scoring. You say, my guy, this guy, they score goal. They will collect your number. You just do everything to win. So, but you need to keep prospecting. Go to gym. I'm still going to gym. As I'm going to gym now, there's somebody that I'm looking at. There's one stair climber. I hate that equipment. But because there's somebody I'm prospecting, he's always climbing. Me, but I started climbing it. I said, I see you do this for 40 minutes. Yes, he started talking. I'm prospecting. But I'm not going straight. I'm not hitting the nail on the head. You enter Dangote's office. You just say, sir, please, I want to. No. You will check his last post. You will check the last news. You can even go with the Daily Times and drop it there. You know, say, oh, sir, I don't know if you got the newspaper for today. And you can have one. I have one already. Hey, I even saw that they said this oil something. Yes, so don't mind these people. It's an NPC people. Conversation have started. If you don't talk about sales that day or what to do, you build relationship and talk about it later. But you must prospect. Follow up is where the money is. When you prospect, you have to follow up. You have to prospect, follow up to end year. When you see me today, you follow up before it needs to close. I've gone to events, I've prospected, I follow up. My name is Ivy. We met at this event. I had to follow up till they buy. If you prospect and you don't do this, you can't end here. Pythagoras theorem. If you prospect, you will be fetching water in baskets, no goal. If you don't follow up because you cannot close. Confidence sells more than knowledge. You cannot rubbish me in any way. The way I'm coming safe, you will know that I am serious. Knowledge is a key thing to have. But the way you appear in the room, the way you appear in the place confidently of who you are, bring us back to personal brand. Do you know who you are? Who are you? Have you even asked ChatGPT, who am I? Who are you is a very hard question to answer. Who are you? Where are you going to? What did you picture your life in the next 5 years? What are you doing towards it? That who are you is very, but you need to know yourself. In Exodus, he said, I am that I am. There is an awareness of who God is. He said, Moses, go and tell Pharaoh that the I am that I am have sent me to you. Moses said, when I get there, what will he say? He said, he had to prove that he is the I am that I am. When Pharaoh sees something, he knew that the I am that I am, true, I've sent it to him. I'll try and round up. Then number 23 law, if you don't ask, you don't get. You need to keep asking. How to win client. This is the last 2 slides. Start with your phone book. First, everyone is a lead. Everybody, including your pastor. Do you know how many of my pastors are bought from me? Everybody is a lead. Post consistently. You can get that, it's overwhelming sometimes, but try and post consistently on social media. We value. You can go to Instagram. You can post something. How to care for your house. It must not be real estate. How to care for your kids. Something that people can learn from. Post. Use WhatsApp stories. Use Instagram stories. Use TikTok. Status daily. Attend events. Network and ask for referrals. Always ask the person that you've sold to, please refer me. Because they are the best people to refer you because they know you. Go live. I'm still learning this because I hardly go live. Show up in events. If somebody invites you for children dedication, for wedding, be going. Be visible. You can't do this except they are giving you stolen money. You can't do this business with I'm an introvert. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. You have to be visible for them to see you. Create a broadcast list, like I said. Send voice notes and not just texts. Hello, sir. How are you doing today? I don't know if when you will be chance, I want to jump on a call with you. Keep them updated with available properties. You keep sending it to them. Update your catalog. Celebrate their wins. Somebody has given birth to children. Post it. Keep celebrating them. Be a good friend. Ask for referrals often. Referrals close faster than a new client. Challenges you may face. Clients may ghost you after showing interest. I've seen a client that will reach to the point, come and pay now. We did not hear from him again. People telling you it's not a real job. I've sold a property to somebody. Come and make payments. The person say, what do you even do, self? Is it not just to show me the... Oh, guy, if you know where this property is, you would have gone yourself. They keep telling you, is it not just to... But because they can't tell me now. Because before I leave my house first, you tell me what you are doing. So, but then they look like, maybe you just showed us, maybe they'll price your commission and split it at times. That's the challenges you may face. 0 sales in your first few weeks, even your first few months. But you need to have a goal, target, and vision. Dealing with fraud or unverified developers, try to do your due diligence or follow people that are doing the right thing. You feel discouraged. It's normal to feel discouraged. Even in my weight loss journey, I always feel discouraged. I've quit like 10 times. But at the end of the day, nobody that ever quitted have ever made it. So you need to hang in there. Overcoming these challenges, stay consistent even when sales are not coming. Keep learning books, mentors, YouTube. Join a strong real estate community like Club 10. Celebrate small wins. Anything you do, if you're able to make even rent, if you rent an apartment and you make 100K, be happy with yourself. They add up. Stay prayed up, 100% Jesus. I'm a Christian. Be focused and be hungry for success. Leverage is key. Use free tools like Canva, WhatsApp, Instagram. Team up with marketers and influencers. Use storytelling and testimonial. You can use Mr. Moses' testimonials. That is how my colleague, there's a story, you can retweak it. Leverage trends to create content like on TikTok. Let your community work for you. Always follow up your community. Know what's happening. Be active. Be bold. Be aggressive. Follow up like your rent depends on it. You follow up like your life depends on it. Call, text, voice notes. Do it again. Keep repeating. Ask people to buy. Don't just hint. Set daily targets or weekly targets and track them. You don't get paid for trying. You get paid for closing, for selling. So you have to sell. So you can win with sales. You don't need land to earn from real estate. You just need hunger, strategy, and the will to keep going. I did it from nothing, and so you can. So now go close that first deal and many more after. So post about Mosaic Homes, aggressive sale, how to go about it. Let's say Mosaic Homes is posting 1 million naira. Post that property every day of your life for 1 month. Call your contacts daily. Set a weekly sales goal or daily sales goal. Push one product until it sells. Don't stop. Until you sell, don't stop. Then call daily action. Call 10 people or even 2 people in a day. Message 20 people. That's why I like broadcast list. Post 3 times on social media. Study one sale lesson, even if it's on video on YouTube. Do this thing every day repeatedly. Call to action. Start selling Mosaic Homes 1 million naira or 800 naira property today, because you have to start small. Promote it for like 2 months daily. Let everyone know you sell real estate. Give yourself a 30 days challenge to close that first deal. So you have what it takes. Start today. Stay consistent. Follow Mr. Moses or anybody on social media for more tips. Let's build your real estate empire one deal at a time. Thank you very much.
Wow. Can somebody just get on the chat and indicate how powerful this is? Drop on the chat. Drop on the chat. Let's say thank you to Ivy. That was an amazing one. Ivy, that was awesome. I can tell you that was brilliant. All right, so let me share this quickly for most of us that have been patient listening. You see, knowledge. Knowledge. In my early days in life, for most of you that were not aware of me, right? Ivy knows me very well. And she knows how I've always been passionate about sales. I admire seeing her today in this capacity, because there's one person I loved hearing speaking, and she's one of them. And the reason is because I saw her grew from when she was learning to when she became a pro. And for me, for those of you right here, I just want to share this because knowledge is key. I read Human Anatomy, University of Port Harcourt, and somebody saw me today, and when I told him I read Human Anatomy, he said, you never look like someone who went through any medical school, medical department, and all of that. He said, how did you venture into business? I said, personal development. I said, when I was growing up, I discovered that I was researching around where can I make the most money. I saw entrepreneurship is where people make the most money. So I lost interest in medicine. But inside the entrepreneurship, I saw different ways to go into business. But most of the books I was reading there, they kept pointing at one thing: learn how to sell, learn how to sell, learn how to sell. So because of that, I paid attention to sales. I started going to sales meeting. I go to every meeting where they're teaching how to sell, because this is one of the only systems where you can pay yourself. We call it a performance economy. Most of you listening to me right here, you have a job right here. The only system where your income is not directly proportional to the numbers of days you are available, but rather just directly proportional to the effort you are putting in. Sales can give you that. So I paid attention to sales. I saw how my income gravitates. I saw how I kept making difference every time. And when Ivy was speaking today, all I was saying to myself is, knowledge is key. For those of you that have sat here to this point, you just can't tell what you are doing to yourself right now. You know, some persons are assuming they know, but you see, when you are equipped with the right knowledge, it enhances your vision and brings the right confidence inside of you. And that's what I'm excited. So let's appreciate Ivy one more time. Tomorrow is another day. We can't take question and answer today. Tomorrow we're going to take question and answer. Tomorrow we're going to have opportunity for you to understand down to structure. Now let's drive this home. How can you start making money even when you are not you are working class? Some of us have a job. Some of us, this is your first time. We're going to drive it home tomorrow. We're going to show you the basic sales you can start making in real estate and the different angles you can just connect yourself for cash flow. And that's what tomorrow is going to be about. And we're going to have questions. If it's going to be live, we're going to have answer. Come with your questions. The trivia, we can't have our trivia today also because of time. We're going to have the trivia tomorrow. Starting with the trivia tomorrow, where we will ask some questions on time. So come on time, because during the trivia, some of us are going to be getting some giveaway. We're going to be awarding some persons right here. We're going to celebrate you right here. And then we have some packages in Club 10. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how you can start making passive income via this opportunity in real estate. It's doable. So don't miss out tomorrow. I understand leverage income so much, and I felt like if we can teach people how to leverage their way and make massive income for themselves, this will be a no-brainer. So tomorrow is going to be more of we're going to hold on this training, and then if you are on Club 10, these recorded sessions will be made available for every member of Club 10. So the person who gave invitation, ask them, how can I get registered into Club 10 ASAP? And that will be made available for you. Another exciting thing is we have I've designed something very good for us right here. We've designed a product knowledge guide. The product knowledge guide will be given to us, every member at Club 10. Products you can start selling to make money. I think direction is what most of us will need right now. So we made a product knowledge guide, and then I've done the sales sequence. When Ivy was teaching right here, understanding the numbers game. How do I go about it? How many persons do I need to talk to every day? What will it result to at the end of the day? Let me shock you with something. If you can do this even from this month of May to December, you will have a good year. If you can practice the sequence in the numbers game, the way we have arranged it, that this is what I'm going to be doing, because we're going on the 90 days. And on our 90 days, the 90 days is starting from June 1st. So we're going 90 days sales challenge. I'll be announcing the incentives of the 90 days sales challenge, but one of the most important incentives is that we're having a trip to Kigali. And this is going to be a no-brainer. So the sequence has been designed to put you on track. If you mean business, then let's take it up there. If we are just 10 of us qualified for this project, then we are good to go. So it's exciting, and I'm so happy connecting with you. If you want to give appreciation, let's get your appreciation. If you've been getting value, say thank you to the community. And also, if you also appreciate the person who gave you opportunity to be here, also appreciate the trainer for tonight. This is beautiful, guys. So once again, thank you very much. I'll be handing over to Andrew Emmanuel to please put a close for us in this meeting while we get ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be a chit chat. If is going to be live with us here tomorrow, we're going to have we're going to ask questions. Now that's going to be a point for you to say, this is what I'm going through. And then we're going to be answering questions. We're going to be pouring on these questions. So we learn in a different way tomorrow. And that will be the grand finale of our 3 days boot camp. Exciting. Thank you for showing up. And don't forget, if you love someone tomorrow, advise them to be part of this meeting. If you missed yesterday's training, we're making it available on the meeting room, and we're making this one available also. Let's get you to the top together. See you at the top. Thank you so much. Andrew, are you there?
All right.
Andrew, are you live?
That was an exciting one. Can you hear me?
All right. If you're right, take it up from here. Hello, Andrew.
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. That was an exciting one. That was a phenomenal training. This is practical, straight from the heart. No stories, no gimmicks, no made up stories, no gimmicks, no trying to sound good. This is real. This is real. This is raw. Let me use that word, raw. It is raw vibe. So I really want to take our time to appreciate our speaker for today. You really did so well. You were amazing. You were exceptional. The knowledge, the tips, this is personal. This is something that relates with you. There are no made up stories here. And I want to believe that a lot of persons here got value, because I got value. I got so much value. And I know we have questions, right? But one thing I want us to do, if we have a notepad, please take down your questions, because before tomorrow, you might have forgotten that you had these questions. And questions are asked so that you can gain clarity, and you can learn in the process. I saw somebody who asked when Ivy was speaking, that are you saying we need to quit our job for this? No, that is not what she said. She did not say you need to quit your job for this. Rather, you need to do this alongside your job, because it doesn't disturb what you are doing. Does it affect your current profession, your current brand, or anything you are doing right now? Okay. So if we have questions like that, let's write it down. Take note of your questions so that tomorrow, at the end of the meeting tomorrow, we'll be able to take these questions one after the other. Because it's important that you get value after these 3 days. It's important that you kickstart your business, you jumpstart your business, and you are making massive progress in your business. So thank you, Dr. Moses. Thank you, Ernest. Ernest did a great job before Ivie came up. Thank you, Ivie. So much value on the call. This is 9 p.m. already. We are 2 hours in. I'd love to say for tomorrow's section, 7 p.m., if you have been getting so much value, do well. Be kind enough to bring at least 2 persons to attend with you. Imagine what this information, what this meeting will also do in their business, we also do in their lives. Invite just 2 persons from you personally, 2 persons, call them up. There is a training I'm currently attending on business, on real estate, on sales. I got so much value, and I think this will be useful and helpful to you. And I would love you to connect by 7 p.m. This is the link. Clear your schedules. Tomorrow, connect, because that's going to be the final for this month of May. Help 2 persons get this information, and imagine how that will create a positive impact in your business and in your life as a person. Okay. So thank you so much. That will be all from us tonight. Take note of your questions. Write it down on your notepad. We are going to attend to each and every single one of them tomorrow. So thank you, everyone. Bring this meeting to a close. Same time, 7 p.m. tomorrow. Let's have the grand finale, and let's make it count. All right. Thank you. And of course, last announcement, if you are connecting and you are not a part of the community, please get the link. Get the Club 10 link from the person that sent you a link of this meeting, and make sure that you are registered, so that by tomorrow, when we are looking at the system, the structures, how to navigate your way, you won't be lost behind, or you won't find it foreign or kind of new to you. All right. So make sure you are registered tonight if you have not joined the community, so that by tomorrow's training, you'll be able to also follow through when we tend to go practical. So have a great night, guys. Stay blessed until tomorrow, 7 p.m. See you. Until tomorrow, 7 p.m. See you.
This